Wild space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship USS Horizon's Edge. Its unending mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and lost gods, to boldly venture into the depths of the astral sea where no one has gone before.
Welcome back to Horizon's Edge. When we last left off, the Horizon's Edge had entered Sector Zeta 9. You had approached the Three Crane Embassy only to discover that the glass paneling had been breached. You landed using the shuttle, stepped off, and began to rescue those who are under the attack of the Zitchil branch of Three Crane. Well, they're not really associated with Three Crane, really, but there was a lot of racist shit. People were like, the Three Crane are attacking us, or the Three Crane are attacking us. And it was the Zitchil, which is funny because they're like a praying mantis, and the Three Crane are more like diverse bugs, roaches, beetles. You successfully thwarted the Zitchil attack. You stopped the embassy from self-destructing, and you made it back to your ship. We'll say that you have benefited from the effects of a long rest overnight. So reset your health, reset your spells, reset your everything, if you have not already done so. And you have, let's say like maybe a couple days have passed while you have been acting as Zebular security detail. Is there anything you wish to do?
I'm with him.
You can be.
Are we back on the ship, or are we still on?
You're back on the. You're in the embassy. Let's say you've docked and you guys are. It's one thing, so it's like the ship is connected to the embassy, so you can. If you wanted to get to your sleeping quarters, you could. But if you wanted to find something on the embassy's station, you could also do that.
Well,
So are my choices to be here or what?
Wherever you want to go. There's something you want to do real quick before we get into the meat. Let me know.
No,
I
no.
guess I'll be on the embassy trying to figure out a little bit more about what the hell's going on. Helping
Gotcha.
with clean up with some medical stuff, I guess. I don't know.
Actually, no, I
Helping
have
people
about-
work through the trauma of the attack.
Yeah, you're sitting. They're like really booked out, like room wise, with the medical clinic, and so you're sitting in like the foyer with a family, Sunfleet workers, walking them through it, and you just have like a dude. The dad is sobbing, and he's just like, and then they broke my arm, and they said something in their bug language that I didn't understand, and it made me feel like shit. And they used their telekinesis on me, and now I can't get it up. What's your response?
Right now, just calmly comforting him because I'm not really sure how to respond to that. I'm quietly saying in the back of my mind, "What up?"
And then we fade over to Alex. Alex, what is Agent G doing during this downtime?
I guess more of like research and investigation, I guess. To see if it's if there's any type of anomalies or anything similar that has happened in this area too. Do I need to roll for
Yeah.
investigation?
Yeah, sure you can.
1D 20. That's not right. Let's roll to answer 20. We're gonna there we go.
20.
Lizard.
Lizard.
A 16?
16. There's no residuals in the area. This looks like it was uninfluenced, if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
What's
But
Dave
everything
doing?
seems to
Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
I was saying, but everything seems to be fine. There's no issues and there's no
No, yeah, it seems like the trouble has passed.
okay.
Blink.
Blink is she's walking around the embassy. She's just trying to listen to people chit-chatting, talking, seeing if she hears anything of interest or gets distracted by anything of even more interest.
Cool. Roll me a perception check.
Investigation?
Investigation would also work, whatever you want.
Yeah, they're both bad. 4.
A lot of saucy rumors flying around about different people. In this time, Danny Darkstar has been sent on an auxiliary mission. So he will be off screen, potentially doing something for some time. For those of you at home, Zach has had a baby, and they are busy taking care of the newborn child, which is expected and completely understandable. And so at some point he may rejoin us, but for the time being, we will be carrying on while he enjoys the fruit of having a newborn child. Yeah. Anyways, as you were working through your days, at a certain point in time, you do hear the whistle over the con, and you hear a voice that's one of Nebular's aides calls out to you and summons you all to the bridge of the Horizon's Edge.
Nebular! I'm running.
Yeah.
Right.
Do y'all immediately answer, or do you do your own thing? Okay.
Yep.
Homie's just like crying, and I can't get it up, and I don't know what to do, and my wife's gonna leave me, and then you hear, oh, dude. Well, Volnak, please report to the bridge. You're just like shoving him off of you as you leave. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you mean. Get what up? Perhaps you should have this conversation with your wife.
I get another aide to come help him while I'm busy with this.
The aide is just like, yeah, you can just synthesize Viagra, brother. I don't know why you're crying right now. And walks him out the door while you start heading up towards the bridge. You'll arrive. Nebular and Xander are waiting for you. The captain gives you a salute. He says, at ease, soldiers. Soldiers. And Nebular looks just way too excited to be here. And he begins to explain, or rather, we'll do this in character. He says, how are y'all doing? Are y'all have a good sleep? Y'all well rested? Y'all ready to take on a new day and save the citizens of the universe? Yeah.
I give a bow, as always.
I'm just fiddling with some buttons on his coat.
Wonderful, wonderful. We have a new mission. Should we choose to accept, which we do, of course, and y'all have no choice in because you're my aides and I am the one accepting the mission. So, well, not aides, security detail. So we are going to be going down to the Anthill. If you know what that is, there is a summit between Sunfleet and the Three Kreen Embassy, and we are going down there to make sure that nothing goes wrong. Great, right? Fired up, you ready? It's a great day.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
meant for us to learn some answers.
Yeah. He looks at you all and is like, I think we're going to have fun.
You think, or you've seen?
Give me a insight check.
11.
He definitely knows something.
I need no insight check. I know the look in a man's eyes when he's seen the future.
Wow. That's deep. I'm going to steal that from my book. And he begins to write down on a little digis screen your quote. Can I quote you on that?
I didn't.
I'm going to
say
quote
that.
you on that. You what?
I didn't say that out loud. At
Oh,
least I
shit.
hope I didn't.
If you didn't, then forget that.
If I did say it out loud, it came out as a bunch of chitters because I wasn't thinking it at him.
No, yeah. He like halfway like clicks and chitters at you back. Like as best as a monkey mouth can.
He's a monkey?
Oh no, he's a primate based species.
I did not know
Interesting.
this.
He's a Calistar. I actually have pictures. Hold up.
You literally showed me him.
Of
You
what
still forgot what he looks like.
Cade and Nebular Blue looks like.
That would help me with my visual aid.
He's gray and purpley.
Does he look like Cad Bane?
Question. He's in which one should I send you?
The one that spoils the least.
Dang. Okay. Here's a serious photo of him. I used Hero Forge to mock him up as a miniature.
He just doesn't look like a monkey. That's why.
I meant monkey as in primate based humanoid, like humans, or because the Calistar are basically humans. They're humans that have. So basically, you have these quarry souls, which I don't really know who the quarry are at this moment. Like I've kind of started to integrate that, but I haven't done a lot of research yet. And the quarry are like these spirits that have bonded to humans, and over time and generations, they become less and less split beings and more like unrecognizable as a complete being because their souls have fused. And so the Calistar that's essentially how they were created. Yeah.
So it started host and parasite, and they slowly merged into one.
Yeah,
into
to the
one
point where it's
individual
just unrecognizable. Like neither personality is recognizable anymore, and so they just have become a single new person. Yeah, that's what Caden looks like. He's got like a fair blue skin. The crystal is not super accurate. Usually they have like markings that are more representative, but that's the best I could do with Hero Forge. And he is in a super suit.
Where's my super suit?
Let me find a different picture that doesn't give too
Why
much
do you
stuff
need
away.
to know?
Where's my super suit?
This one's fine. We can send this one. It's got like an N across the chest for Nebular.
That'd be for Nebular.
Well, what else would it be for?
Are you sure you want us to answer that?
Zach.
Night Fury.
Night Fury. So yeah, he's definitely in his super suit right now. I doubt he ever takes it off, except for maybe
He's so
the shower.
stocky.
Yeah, Hero Forge, it's kind of hard to make like a more thin character. He's not as muscular as the Hero Forge miniature makes him look. He's definitely way more of like a seer type build.
Oh, good
What?
God, give this boy a
Or-
sandwich.
For a moment on the stream, it just all of us were gone and it was just Nebular at the very bottom.
So yeah, that's what Nebular looks like. And he pretty much he fights with his hands and feet, and then he has a blaster that he uses.
He fights with his feet.
Well, he
Awesome,
kicks
dude.
and punches and kicks. So he explains to y'all. I'll just do this in character. So the main thing at the summit is the three Kreen are going to be giving Sunfleet a gift of amnesty to prove that they are balls deep, as the kids say, on this whole alliance. So they're going to be offering an artifact from their people called the Chitin Heart. It is a spiritual artifact from an elder three Kreen several generations back, which I know is not quite as far back for you, Volnak, as it is for, the normal three Kreen. So they live such short lives in comparison to your offshoot of peoples.
Not that much difference. We have only just now noticed the change.
Yes. Wow. 50 years is way more than the typical 20 to 30 that the three Kreen typically get, from what I understand. But it could be attributed to quality of life. Perhaps as a more individualistic species, you thrive, whereas as their hive mind tendencies tend to hold them back.
The weft provides.
Great. So we're going to meet a couple people. I just want to give you the rundown on them real quick, if that's cool with y'all. Alex, you have a question?
Okay. RP pause. Can I roll insight to see if this man is actually going to? Do I see that he's going? Does he seem like we're about to go in there and shit's about to get real?
Mm-hmm.
I can roll.
You're trying to gauge if it's like how dangerous this is about to be.
Yeah. It's slash.
Go ahead and
It's, would that be something culturally? Are they like basically memeing it, or are they taking it seriously type situation?
Give me an insight check.
Insight check 15 plus 4, 19.
19. Damn. Okay. So you can tell that he's being genuine about the information he's giving. Obviously, there's the whole like I know the future to an extent. So he there's a good chance he knows what's happening. You're assuming it's a situation where like he can't, if he tells you, it changes the outcome. And so he's definitely being a little cheeky about some of the information he's giving and what might, like, you could probably guess that he knows probably what's going to happen.
He knows that if he sticks to what he's doing right now, then he's going to get the outcome he wants, probably.
He's going to be what?
But if he sticks down this path that he can see, then he's going to get the outcome he wants.
Correct. Yes. You can tell he's definitely trying to manipulate events at the moment.
We only follow the script if we don't know what's in it.
So, and I also know, going off that roll, that will benefit the both of them, not just one. Not just
Correct.
him, sorry. Okay.
Correct. No, you can definitely tell that he is genuinely here to help
Okay.
broker the alliance between the three Kreen and Sunfleet. It's to kind of put into perspective, he kind of like, and you would know this because you're a Cal Star, so you would understand this a little bit. To give some background about y'all's world, it's a barren. I'm gonna wait for Hannah.
Yeah.
This is important. I'm gonna fix a trinket.
I'm so excited because I actually read this.
I read a couple points from the net thing, but I didn't get too deep into
No,
it.
he gave me like a paper that was like my culture,
Oh, okay.
and that's my
Well,
culture.
hey, none of that shit.
Neat. What did Quentin go to grab?
He says make a drink.
Drink.
God, I'm so invested right now. My ADD is like fucking dialed in.
Locked in.
Yeah.
Chew a piece of gum and chill out, Alex.
No, dude, I'm so excited because I actually like read what he's about to say for like the first time in my life. So he's like, I'm gonna tell you about the character. I'm like, I already know this. Because I actually read my race's background.
The serotonin is serotonin.
Yeah, it's working.
Brain is making the happy slime.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just drank the first one so fast.
That means we're about to have a good session.
Yeah, the first one.
Air quotes.
So, to give you a little background about Caden's situation, because Agent G would probably know this, and there's a good chance he'd probably share it with you.
Yes.
So we know that Caden is the Il Shanavar, which is like a big political and spiritual role for his people. Basically, he was conscripted as a young child because he was found to have exceptional, like, chrono-magical capabilities, which is like a big thing with the Kalishtar. And so he was conscripted early as a child, and he stepped into this role. But in the larger picture, their planet, Dalthaba, is kind of a barren world, and it is not able to produce resources on its own. And so in the hierarchy, Sunfleet essentially provides the resources for a planet's worth of people because they are barely able to really farm any natural resources. This is due to their the way their planet works in their solar system. It's essentially, it spins vertically against their sun instead of horizontally. And so there's basically a band of space on the planet that is safe for them to exist in. And they have been this nomadic people that has traversed their year. Basically, one rotation of their planet is equal to one of their years. And so they are a nomadic people because they've had to travel to stay within like the habitable region of their sun throughout the year, if that makes sense. And so they've never been able to kind of like be this people that is able to
build big cities and shit.
Yeah.
There's no genuine infrastructure because they can't stay in one place long enough to build any.
Right. And so the way it works now in the future is they have these floating cities that essentially hover within that band and do not rotate with the planet. And so now they kind of have this stability where they don't have to be nomadic, but their planet is still very barren. And so they don't have a lot of options when it comes to, food, technological advances, any kind of like trade or anything like that. And so the main role of the Il Shanavar is they trade their time and life to Sunfleet with their, seer-like capabilities as in like an oracle in order for their people to be supplied with the materials they need to survive. And so it's a very like careful balance, because if say like Nebular was to like fudge something really bad, they
will starve.
Certain people that are not very nice in Sunfleet, because it is more than just a two-dimensional organization, might use that against the Kalishtar.
Question.
Yes.
You said that their planet is basically uninhabitable for most of the part. Mm-hmm. Have they considered just resettling somewhere else?
They have, but it's kind of like they don't really have the materials to build that kind of equipment. And then Sunfleet is kind of exploiting that because they really like having an Il Shanavar around. And so like a lot of the people live in like abject poverty. You kind of like either get conscripted into Sunfleet or you live in poverty.
And there's no real alternative?
There's not at this time, no.
The ideal option would be to go somewhere else, but there's not enough resources to go anywhere.
Unless you're rich and you leave.
You'd be talking about, unless you're rich and you leave, but you'd be talking about an en masse migration of billions of people, which would be a huge undertaking. There's not a suitable planet in their solar system to mine any kind of valuable resources. And so they're kind of like in this weird.
Okay, that was my second question. Like, is there nowhere else in their system that they can get resources to help support the planet? Or is it literally just a whole system of nothing?
They mine a little bit and sell some resources from the planets in their solar system, but they can't make enough to get far enough ahead as a government to really get themselves out from underneath the boot of Sunfleet, if that makes sense. And it's not all bad. Sunfleet genuinely wants to help them and keep them persevering as a species.
But not too much.
But obviously, there's those amongst them who are using it as an excuse to get the juicy end of the deal.
Because the biggest thing that they provide is the fact that I don't know, they're amazing at fucking anything to do with their mind.
Yeah.
So
Which may be why
of Kalashtar are conscripted into Sunfleet as soldiers or as different branches of the Federation.
Maybe perhaps why they reached out to my conclave.
Yes. Your homeworld, I'm assuming, is a lot more rich in natural resources compared to Dalfava.
Yeah, no, Chorus, the world Volnak comes from, it was just uninhabited. It's not barren or anything like that. It's just no one was living there.
Right. So yeah, that's to kind of put into perspective, not just Caden's position or Nebular's position, but also Agent G's position. That's kind of where they're at. So any Kalashtar you come across kind of lives this life on a string, where they have to kind of prove that they're valuable to Sunfleet so that their people can live to see another day. But I'm sure at some point Agent G will have informed you of this, especially in Nebular's case, because he is a religious figure for the Kalashtar, and he is he is probably the most powerful oracle or seer or gifted seer on their planet, which is why he was moved into this position of Ilshanar.
He's basically almost somewhere not Jesus, but not Jesus.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
really
a president, but with religiousness.
I get the feeling that he's not so much worshipped as he is just kind of more like an irreplaceable asset. Does that make sense?
Yes. Because it would take, if he were to die, it would take the Kalashtar years potentially to find another worthy candidate to step into the position of Ilshanavar, and they would have to be bartering and brokering deals with Sunfleet and giving all kinds of concessions to continue the drip of
in the meantime while they find that replacement.
Yeah, and that could affect every Kalashtar that works for Sunfleet currently. If Nebular was to die, then the rest of the Kalashtar might have to take a pay cut to make up for the fact that they're now fulfilling that role, if that makes sense.
Which we would gladly take.
For sure. The Kalashtar are very strong people, and they know what position they're in, and they are willing to band together. But also, Nebular is planning to do whatever it takes to make sure his people do not suffer.
Adventurers, are you in need of a clean energy boost to power through your quests? Introducing Dubby, the energy drink crafted to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst. No maltodextrin fillers, no artificial dyes, just pure, clean energy. Packed with vitamins, amino acids, a nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine, Dubby is your ultimate potion for peak performance. Here's some fast facts on this magical brew. Dubby has 0 sugar, no hidden ingredients, and is gluten-free. Dubby has unique, custom-made flavors that you won't find anywhere else, and at about $1 per drink or less, it's much cheaper than Starbucks or canned potions. Ready to embark on your next adventure? Use coupon code CONJURECAST at checkout for 10% off your order. That's coupon code CONJURECAST at checkout for your 10% off your order. Dubby, focus, energy, and epic adventures await.
My boy.
Noble man.
Alex, we'll say that Agent G maybe has not had a lot of, obviously not a lot of the Kalashtar have met Nebular because he is never on world.
Yeah.
But you, know of him. He was
dreams of him.
Yeah, he was not a surprise to you when he showed up.
Yeah, I just see him in visions.
As most of the Kalashtar do.
I'm over here gotta keep collective. Gotta keep myself. We're good.
Yeah,
we're good.
It's kind of like you're geeked a little. bit because he's like this folk hero for your people, and you finally get to kind of meet him.
Kind of like meeting the president.
It is kind of like meeting the president.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So Nebular's like, hey, I'm just going to go ahead and give you the rundown on the main people we're going to meet there. All right. So we're going to be meeting Ambassador Cathar. He is the Three Kreen ambassador, if you couldn't guess by the name. He is possibly one of the older Three Kreen that they have, and he is a psionic weaver. Sorry, I'm a little tipsy right now. I'm trying to work my way through this wall of text. From what the reports and logs say, Cathar is firm, but he's very fair. Like, again, this is like this isn't like a merger of fate. It is a merger of choice. They are doing this out of their own volition because both sides think it would be good for them. So there is not really any hostilities between the Three Kreen and Sunfleet. There is Ambassador Valen. He is a human. He is the Sunfleet ambassador. He has been with Sunfleet for a very long time. He is very old. He is very deeply committed to Sunfleet protocol, and he does not stray from the rules very often. But he also, from the reports and whatnot, as you can kind of see, is very interested in a successful alliance with the Three Kreen. Nebular says, pack your things. We're going to be there for several days. So pack what you feel like you need. Let me know when you are ready to head out, and we will shuttle down towards the anthill.
Hell yeah, I'm packing a
Chewing
bag
on
full of
Are
shiny
you chewing on
rocks.
the wall? You chewing on the wall? Stop it.
The dog chewing on something.
Yeah,
Chewing on the wall?
Post. He's chewing on the center post for the freaking.
Bring this bitch down.
In the background. Yeah, I'm like, just stop chewing on the post. The hell?
What did
Is
you,
that
the support beam to the house?
what did you send me, Emma?
beam.
Oh, okay.
I'm packing some rocks.
Okay.
And
Shit.
2 knives.
The rocks that Nebular gave you.
The rocks I've just collected from everywhere.
I assume that he's also super happy that he has another Kalistar with him too.
He is, yes. He does not get to interact with his own people very often because he is often pulled to the corners of space. And so he probably gets to feel like an actual sense of like home with you.
And this man is chatting.
But it's not, weirdly enough though, he speaks to all of you in like a very informal way. Like he has known you for many years.
From his perspective, he may have.
He may have. And so he's super friendly with just about everybody. But he doesn't tend to hold like one person over another.
What is his position? That's my president.
That's my president. You're like saluting him as he walks around. You're just like, God damn it. I'm so fucking proud of my planet right now.
It's like, dude, I'm supposed to be so gruff and like this dude, but I'm just like, yeah. 1 second.
He said that dog won't stop chewing.
Stop trying to eat his house.
I got 2, so I don't have to leave again.
You got 2 drinks, so you won't have to leave again. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I've been rolling. I got like a mason jar big enough for 2 shots and 2 cans.
Yeah, that's a quart right there.
That's right.
All
Cool.
right.
You guys pack your shit. You meet Caden at the shuttle.
I touch up my body paint.
Yeah. You do need to be really prim and proper. So shave your eyebrows, trim your whatevers,
Straighten
whatever
your-
whatever you have, put it together very nicely.
I just do my old comb over or my.
Yeah.
I'm
You've got,
licking
like,
my
one of
hands
those-
and
like pushing your feathers back.
It's like them old days you get to jail, put it in the comb and go.
Yeah. It's a
and it
switchblade
gets tucked in
comb.
your hair.
Yeah. Put it back in the pocket.
It hurts a little bit. They can see on your face. It hurts as you rake the comb through your hair, but you try not to show it or complain.
Exactly. Can't say shit about
As you're boarding, Caden is super bubbly, super excited as always. He has very much slipped into his Nebular persona before you board, and is very much just throwing out very quirky and very cringe almost, like one-liners, like, do not worry, citizens, for Nebular is coming, your beacon of hope, across the many galaxies of the vastness of space. He looks at y'all and he says, we're going to have a minor inconvenience. I'm just going to let you guys know this now. I can't tell you too much, but just fucking get your pants ready. It's not going to be an easy day. And then he switches back to his Nebular self and buckles himself in. Come on, my companions. Please join me in the seats.
Is he telling me that or everybody?
Everybody.
Okay. I'm walking out
I
and
take the chance to sit down and buckle up. I know better than most to trust the words of a man who can see what's to come.
I got my shit ready. I'm ready to rock. Buckle in. Let's seatbelt first. Safety first, kids.
Hell yeah.
Dink, make sure you blow up what I don't know which one it
I'm
is.
gonna blow it up. You want me to blow it up? I'll blow it up.
My main goal is to blow up.
And act
And
like
act like I don't know nobody.
Down, rip
I'm buckled up, but it's all fucked up.
No, yeah.
You're gonna
One
hear
side's
the
under an arm, one
compression.
side's over an arm, your legs through something, and you're just like, this is the most comfortable I've ever been. And you're like kind of cockeyed in the seat. Nebular just kind of like pats your head. That's a good bird. You're a great bird. Do you know that? I hope you know that you're a good bird. Onward!
And it does like the woodcock meep.
Meep. And then the ship takes off, and you begin to descend towards the anthill, or otherwise known as Zeta 93. It is called the anthill colloquially by some Sunfleet officials and by just like the normal riffraff that works for Sunfleet. Everybody always has to give something a nickname because Zeta 93 kind of boring.
Is it one of those names that we probably shouldn't say in front of the actual inhabitants?
Nah, it's not like racist or anything. It's just
Okay,
accurate. And you're going to see why it's accurate, because as you descend, you notice there are no actual structures on the surface of the planet. There is a large hangar bay kind of in the side of a hill, and then the tunnels that lead to the main portion of where you're at only go down. They do not go up to the surface. They go down into the planet. So the anthill is kind of a very accurate representation of how the colonies are built out, because this is a colony planet for the Three Kreen. It is not their main solar system. This planet exists in one of their colony systems.
So it's like a settlement.
Correct. And so maybe the surface life isn't like 100%, great for, it's not necessarily like hostile, but it's not like beneficial to how their natural world is. It's like just good enough that they can exist there. So you go in, and even though it is like an anthill, and you're going down into like a cave system that has been like purposefully chewed out, not chewed literally, but like, chewed as in dug.
Yeah.
It is very like futuristic. Like the walls are metal panels. The ceiling is metal panels. There's technology around every corner. It's not just some dirt hole. It is very fine, state of the art. And you feel like you haven't even walked off the horizon's edge, basically.
It's a genuine base. It's not just like some dirt tunnel outpost.
Correct. So the anthill is not necessarily like bug slurs. It's just kind of like a colloquial name.
I want to try to do something.
Okay.
And my thing that I want to do is divine sense.
That's someone who lets you smell evil?
Yeah.
You get a very faint sense of evil, but you're not able to pinpoint anything.
Okay.
This is very similar to how the Zitchel smelled. And you're kind of trying to decide, give me like a D20 roll on insight.
What? Oh, the insight? 13 plus 4.
17?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn. This is kind of like the exact same evil as the Three Kreen Embassy when the Zitchel invaded. You're kind of sniffing a very similar scent. Well, you weren't there, I suppose.
I don't think, I wasn't there. I don't remember this.
You were on a different mission. So I guess you wouldn't know what this is. And it would be very
bad.
Yeah, it'd be very hard for a paladin to describe what evil smells like to non-paladins. So you're like turn around and you're like, I smell bad bug evil.
I'm just like, it's about to get hairy.
Cool. And as you descend, you start to see different people. You see a lot of Sunfleet, not necessarily representatives, but like grunts, ensigns, all kinds of workers mingling with Three Kreen workers. And it's actually like it makes you feel a little bit better about the whole experience, because the Three Kreen and the Sunfleet are just getting along like they've always been an alliance. This is a very like interconnected community, because a lot of these people live here amongst the Three Kreen, and the Three Kreen live amongst the Sunfleet personnel. And so you like see people playing ping pong. You see a couple humans showing that some 3-Kreen how to play ping pong and then getting pissed off that 3-Kreen are using 4 paddles because of how good they are with using their independent arms. And y'all kind of get escorted. There's like a welcoming party. And then eventually you run into your 2 main guys. You run into Ambassador Valen and Ambassador Cathar are waiting for you. So Ambassador Cathar is going to be in your head. You know, he's a 3-Kreen. He clicks. I guess for Volnak, you could probably understand what he's saying when he speaks.
But
for
to
the rest of
everyone
you-
else, he'd have to speak telepathically.
Yeah, or through the translator. And then Ambassador Valen is just going to speak common because he's a fucking dirty human. Valen's like, great, I'm so happy you've arrived. Nebular, my buddy, my friend, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Do you have enough concessions on the Horizon's Edge? Great. This is Cathar, my good friend. We're just going over the transferal of the artifact. We were going to move to the holding room if y'all wanted to join us as our security detail and make sure that things are going to go okay. And Nebular's like, fear not, for Nebular has arrived. Nothing will go awry under my careful sight. And he kind of does a little flashy chrono magic through his crystal or markings to kind of like a prestidigitation,
Yeah.
kind of show off a little bit.
Kind of smell evil again.
Sure. Valen is not evil. You do not get a whiff of evil off. You get nervousness off of him, but you're not really catching a whole lot any evil scent off of him.
Even the bug person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, he's clean too.
And their entourage too.
Yeah. They actually seem like good friends.
Okay.
The 2 of them.
Sorry, I'm keeping up with my.
No, yeah.
Divine friend.
Nebula kind of leans over to you and is like, I can't tell you how many futures I've watched where it's just the 2 of them playing chess. It's like the most boring shit ever. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of cute. And he leans back. Oh no, I said nothing. Nebular is just here to serve. Tell me, what should Nebular do for you? And they just kind of wave y'all forward as Nebular kind of looks back at y'all and is like, and chuckles a little bit. And they lead you to this large room. And in the room, there is a large, multifaceted crystal pulsing with a soft internal light and hum. The 3-Kreen ambassador, I have to figure out every translator is probably going to sound like basically the same, right?
Yeah.
What do y'all have y'all's translators set to today? A British accent? A German accent?
Gotta get that Aussie all day, baby.
Yeah, do Australian.
All right, I got to put myself in character. Are you telling me you want to buy a boomer? No, that's not right.
That's
I was
Scottish.
like, how's Scottish?
Irish, Scottish. Hold on.
Good day, mate. Are you telling me
we
you
can
want to
just-
buy a boomer? I don't know. I used to be able to do a pretty good Australian accent, but I'm
You
so
can
drunk
Scottish.
right now, I can't even tell if it's good.
He better be able to do Scottish. He's like 40% Scottish.
Do Scottish then.
Or we could just go with standard white guy. That would probably be easiest,
laddie.
that would probably be best on drunk Quentin.
Yeah, I also can't hear myself very well. And so, Cathar
He's so
sees
smiley.
you. And he says, oh, I scrolled too far. Sorry. Holy crap, where did I scroll? Am I okay?
I don't think so. Anna, is he okay?
DM is turned.
A little too turned.
Okay.
It's not facing the right way anymore.
Rattle at the anthill and artifact presentation. Here we are.
Turned upside down.
You're escorted to the primary summit chamber. Ambassador Cathar and Ambassador Valen are present. Ambassador Cathar formally presents the Chitin Heart. Here we are. The Chitin Heart, Cathar says, is a literal heart taken from one of our greatest psionic seers. We have preserved it and mounted it upon this crystal chamber for viewing, and now we are going to have a large ceremony where we present it to Sunfleet as a gift of peace, and a gift of unity, and a gift to represent our alliance. Is there anything you would like to know or ask these two while you have this moment of intimacy? Yes, Bolnak.
Ask what the crystal, what the chitin heart is made of. Is it perhaps made of Dasal or some such material or something else?
It is the literal heart of a 3-Kreen seer. of
Yeah,
ancient
you mentioned that, but you said it was preserved, and it looks like crystal. I was asking if you preserved it in crystal or something like that.
Oh, yes. You are correct. Yes. We have a small crystal preservation around it that can easily be removed for, what's the word? Like when painters use very specific tools for restoration and stuff. Basically, it's really easy to remove and re-preserve should the need arise. But the crystal itself is more just like a
crystal vessel
housing.
for preservation.
Correct. It's an archive graded preservation that we have put around it. And you notice that the Titan heart itself is filled with such an immense magic that it is still kind of like not necessarily beating, but like magically like rising and falling and rising and falling, pulsing. Whoever this heart originally belonged to from the Three Kreen must have been a very powerful magic user.
Psionicist of unparalleled quality.
There's definitely some visible security. You see a mix of Three Kreen and Sunfleet personnel around the crystal and the energy cage that houses it. Is there anything you guys want to do here? Any questions or any rolls you want to make?
Yeah, can I pick up some rocks?
There's only one rock. There's only one rock in this room, and I'm pretty sure you'd get shot for taking it.
Okay, I want to. How do I think about this?
16.
So the bug people are giving our people a heart.
Correct. This artifact, as a gesture of peace. Blink. You start to look for rocks, and then Nebular grabs you by the shoulder, pulls you close, and gives you a little hug, and then drops 5 rocks into your hand and pats your head and says, "Shh."
Yeah.
He knows what's up.
He be knowing what's up.
I want to like, because we can telepathically talk. I want to talk to my president and basically say it seems odd that such a sacred item is in an enclosure that they have repeated 3 times can easily be gotten out of.
So the crystal is, because you can't really like touch the heart directly. The crystal is more of like the vessel that allows you to move things. It's in like a security cage. It's the crystal itself is in a security cage, an energy cage.
Okay. That sounds like they're about the Mission Impossible and stuff. This is going to get stolen from us.
Actually, give me a Arcana give me an Arcana check real quick.
Oh dear God, Jesus, this is about to be horrible.
Or somebody who has a good Arcana.
I don't know.
I can help.
Yeah.
He just asked me a question. Says TV static on the other side.
13.
13. You can tell that this is a pretty solid energy cage. Like they weren't fucking around when they put this thing together.
You could tell that this thing is important, that this heart is important.
Yeah. They didn't spare no dime or whatever currency the Three Kreen use. I guess credits here soon.
But I do want to roll investigation.
Okay.
And the keenness, I'm looking to see if there's new people in the room, in the entourage, and or that's been swapped out, or people are just acting weird in specific.
Okay.
So that would be investigation.
Correct.
I have
Or
12.
insight.
Wait. 13 then.
Everything seems pretty normal. The security detail for the heart itself and for the ambassadors is pretty like, they look pretty well integrated. They look like they've been here for a while. And so like they look like they're pretty like for the cause, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You're not really getting any off vibes or sense. Yes,
I'm expecting an assassination attempt.
I was going to ask the 2 diplomats who the heart belonged to, because they said it was a powerful scientist, but I was wondering if it was anyone that would have been of like storied purport or anything like that. Or is that not relevant information right now?
Cathar kind of like looks at you specifically for a moment between fellow Three Kreen, even if you are separated by light years of planetary space. And he puts one of his arms on your shoulder and says, "Unfortunately, even this history has been lost to us with how short our lifespans can be and how quickly our species moves on. It is nice to see a cousin of ours on the other side. It gives us security and hope that this deal is the right method with the Three Kreen's survival, prosperity, and future.
I return the gesture and give him a nod. I hope that prosperity can be met for all of us.
As do I. And I don't really know if there's any kind of specific Three Crane handshake or gesture that they would do that your people would also use.
There probably isn't. At this point, our cultures have been separated for so long. It's like there's very little common ground left between us.
Yeah. So he gives you a Sunfleet salute.
Yeah. At this point, I'm as alien to him as these two are.
Mm.
The only difference is that I kind of look like him, but culturally, I'm as alien as they come.
You can tell he's definitely trying to pay his respects to you as well as he can.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure that he knows next to nothing about me, about my people.
Correct. It's everybody in the room is very clearly under the impression that Sunfleet sent you just to be that token Three Crane.
I assumed they'd feel that way.
Yeah, and even though it's very obvious and kind of like cringe, I guess is the way to say it, nonetheless, it is effective. And he feels kind of more at home with your presence.
He knows what they're doing, and he's upset that it's working, but it's working.
Yes, exactly. He says, great. Shall we adjourn to the summit, have our peace talks, and then break bread with each other?
I guess so.
Food? Agent G's just like...
Look at his lips.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not too interested in what the bugs eat, to be honest.
They're carnivores.
Weirdly enough, very similar things to what you would eat.
Good.
Yeah, just most of the meal is meat with some probably other things there for everybody else for a more balanced diet.
What just be
Like most
vegetarians?
intelligent species, they like season their food and they eat a variety of things.
A lot of intelligent people don't season their food.
The British.